Hey guys, this is Dayz, and today in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys the medical side of Dayz, pretty much what you can make, what type of pills there are, what I recommend for you to take during certain situations. But for right now I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a splint. So what you want to do is grab 4 short sticks and a full bandage. You don't want a half bandage, you want a full bandage. And this is what it looks like when you're done making it. So what is the point of having that? So as you can see right here, I jumped off a cliff. Especially if you go up mountains or if you're getting shot and you get shot in the leg, you can definitely use a splint. Just note that when you put it on though, that you won't actually be able to full on sprint. You're just going to be almost doing like a little jog, but you are going to be doing it at a very slow pace. So be wary of that. That's pretty much it for the splint side. Alright, now I did mention bandages before, so what can you use bandages for? You can use them to treat your wounds, such as any type of bleeding marks. On the bottom right hand corner you'll see like a little scratch mark. You can typically use bandages. I do recommend that you use disinfectant ones. And also note that if you do not have bandages and if you have like some type of clothes that you can turn into rags, you can use that, but make sure you use some type of iodine or alcoholic tincture to actually disinfect it. You can see right here above it, it says disinfected. Because if you don't use a rag that is disinfected, then you're more than likely going to make yourself sick and prone to infection. Alright, next up is the saline bag. The saline bag is pretty much going to be your best friend for trying to find water, but if you can't, this is going to be your last resort. Now, I always like to carry one with me just in case if I don't have any water or if my water bottle gets damaged. And what you can do is you can inject it with yourself, but you are going to need an IV starter kit. You can't just take the saline bag and automatically inject it. So as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, you can see that little pill indicator as well as the 3 chevrons indicating only the water source actually getting it. You cannot use it as food or anything else. Alright, next up is my favorite thing in this game for new people to actually go and find, and that is the first aid pouch. First aid pouch is actually going to be great for young new players. So you can usually find them in medical facilities. What it usually can come with is a bandage, an IV starter kit, sometimes even a blood bag, and if you're lucky, maybe even a blood test kit. If not, they're usually going to swap that out for a thermometer. But if you get the blood test kit, that can usually determine what type of blood type you are. As you can see, I just took it, and I can see on the bottom right hand corner next to the blood that I'm A positive. Now, if you know you're going into an area where you're more than likely going to get shot or scratched up, I do recommend that you grab your blood bag and get your blood ahead of time and put it in your backpack, as well as pre-making that IV starter kit, so that way you don't have to use the blood bag and then get the IV starter kit out and combine the two when you can already do that. So why do you need a blood bag? It's just because of the fact that, like I said, in case you're going to an area you're going to get scratched, or if you know you're going to get shot at in an area that is full of players, always have that in hand. As you can see in this next clip right here, I did get hit by a bunch of zombies and I was bleeding a lot, and all I'm going to do is use that blood bag. So yeah, always carry a blood bag with you. Never carry it in your pocket or your jeans, because the zombies usually tend to hit you there and you can easily get that shit damaged. Alright, next one up is pretty simple. It's going to be the thermometer. If you do not know what a thermometer is in real life or in this game, you pretty much stick it up to your mouth and then you usually wait. In this game it usually gives you like maybe a few seconds, and then it's able to tell you your degrees. And ours, it was 36 degrees Celsius. You can usually find that above the thermometer, and that's the typical normal temp for this game. Alright, now codeine pills are actually pretty much a pain reliever. but I do recommend that you have the morphine injector. But the codeine pills is in case if you're on the brink of death, or you know that your player is badly injured in your health bar, whether it be yellow or red. You can usually take codeine pills and it will actually give you, like, pretend like you're normal pretty much for a little bit. But yeah, if you have codeine pills, usually try to find 12 of those, 12 pieces. Usually they're not always going to come in a full pack. But like I said, the morphine injector, if you do get shot, or like I said, if your health is in the yellow or in the red, this is actually a lot faster, but it does only work for a short limited time. But yeah, also have that morphine injector because it does work quite well. I do recommend that you actually put that in a medical pouch, especially if you know you're about to go do some PvP. But yeah. But alright guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I know it was pretty short, and I know I also missed the epinephrine injector. For people that don't know what the epinephrine is, I couldn't find it in this server, but what it is pretty much like that version of morphine, but instead of it being red, it's actually yellow, and that can actually make you sprint and not lose stamina for I want to say a minute or so, maybe a minute 30. But yeah, that's the one thing I forgot to also tell you guys, as well as charcoal pills. Charcoal pills you don't really need to know unless you're going into an area that you need gas mask filters. In that case, you can usually put some in there, or if you know you digested something poisonous, well, you can take charcoal pills. But anyway guys, like I said, that is it for the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.